Hey everyone, my name is Zeb. I am a guest instructor for your camp. Paige asked me to help go over some more information about compasses and specifically how to use it for orienteering. So your compass is included in your kit. I will give you a rundown of how to use it to begin with, and then we'll do a second activity, which is how to use it with the map, which is also included in your kit. Things first, you'll need to find your compass in your camp bag. Mine looks a little bit different because it's probably a little bit older, but they all should have this arrow in red and white that's floating in a liquid. This is your north arrow. It is pulled magnetically towards north. Notice that we are outside because compasses can work a little bit weirdly. Inside, some things like your Wi-Fi or your computer may pull the arrow a little bit away from north. So it's going to be best used outside, and that arrow will always point north as long as there's nothing else interfering with it. You also should have another arrow up at the top here, which you keep pointed in whichever direction you're heading, and that will give you your bearing. So the bearing is a fancy term for which direction you are headed for navigation. What else? We've got on our compass, we've got the north the cardinal direction. You've got north, east, south, and west. And those are all the different directions you might be facing. And then the north has two green dots on either side of it, which will help you orient your compass so that whatever direction you're facing gives you a proper bearing. So as long as the north arrow is between those two dots, you can see which direction you're facing, or what your bearing is, which direction you're headed, based on where your compass is pointing and where your pointing arrow, your bearing is, as long as your north arrow is lined up with the north direction. Most orienteering compasses like these also have a ruler on the side. Mine has both, I believe I have inches and centimeters. I know Paige in a previous video goes over how to use a ruler, so you may need to go back and look at that video for a refresher before we get further on, but that'll really be an activity too. Okay, everyone, so now I'm going to use my compass to follow a basic set of orienteering directions. So a lot of times orienteering courses will have directions, they give you bearings and how far you have to go with that before you turn, and then they'll end up with some sort of prize or treasure map or reward at the end. So I'm going to show you, I've got my compass here, and then I've also got my basic orienteering directions right here. So the first step on mine says to face due west, which is the start of my course, we'll say. And so I need to look at my compass, which is right here. And again, I need to have, if I want to go west, this needs to be pointed in the direction I'm headed, and then my compass arrow needs to be between the two green dots around north. So I'm pretty close to directly west right now. And again, so my directions said west. Sometimes they'll give a number measurement because around the circle you have 360 degrees. West is also 270. So let's look back at our directions here. Yeah, so I say on step 2, I've got west and then also the 270 degrees mark. You may see both of those. And then now that I'm facing the correct direction, I can move on to the step 2, which says head 18 paces west. 18 paces, a pace is about a step, so I have to count 18 steps. Other directions they might use might be metric, so they may say walk 10 meters or something. We are going to use paces, so I'm going to make sure I'm directly headed west. I'm going to start my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My compass is floating a little bit weird. It's not, there we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Alright, so 18 gets me to the end of my walkway into the sidewalk directly here. Let's see what my next directions are. So once I completed that step, I will go to step 3, and it says from there, walk 13 paces north. So again, to go north, I will want to make sure on my compass that I have my north arrow in north, and then I actually want to make sure that's lined up with my bearing arrow because I want to head that direction. So we'll go like this, and then that looks pretty good, right guys? Alright, so then next, looking at my directions, I need to head 13 paces north, and then north is also the 0 degree mark. You can see on my compass, there's no number next to it, but you've got 20 on this side and 340 on this side, so around a circle it's 360, that would be right at 360 or 0. I'm going to go 13 paces. And there should be something around here telling me that I'm at the end of my course. And oh, there it is. Let's see what we got. We have our map of Poozy Conservation Area. So that'll be part of Activity 2. I'm going to go back to my porch and explain the activity for you guys. So now that I've explained the basics of how to use this compass and how to follow a bearing, I would like for you guys to look at, step outside your front door maybe, or your back door, somewhere outside of the house, and find a point of interest and tell me what bearing it is. You can use the compass directions. You can also use things like northeast and northwest, or like so somewhere between the two, or the degrees, and tell me which direction it is and how many paces away. I would suggest something like a mailbox, but in my situation my mailbox is on my porch, so it wouldn't be very good. But potentially something like at the end of my row, I've got that shrub over there, or a tree. Something that's on your property but not into the street. I don't want you guys getting into danger or anything. But something that you can use as a good landmark, and you can go from your front step what direction you head on your compass and how far away it is. So, alright, that'll be Activity 1 for orienteering.